First week on the mission was overwhelming, to say the least. Fortunately, I was already in Sao Paulo because the MTC was there. So I didn't have like travel, lag or anything like that, which was a huge blessing because I was kind of dealing with other hurdles. I was coming from a district of all Americans. We spoke Portuguese, or tried to at least, in class. But outside of class, it was all English. It's really hard not to. And so I showed up. We left the MTC with all of our bags. We got in this old Volkswagen van, and we drove over to this chapel in São Judas. Actually, I didn't know that at the time, but so we were sitting on one side of the chapel, all of us greenies, and all the trainers were sitting on the other side. And after a few talks from the assistants and from the president and everything, the president just stood up there at the pulpit and called off who was being paired with who. And when I heard my name and I met my companion, and I quickly realized that he was a Brazilian that didn't speak any English. So that was really hard. Here I was, coming from Americans in a foreign land to foreign in a land where everyone else is native. So his name was Elder Paz, which means peace, and it's Elder Peace, and he was from Fortaleza, which is northern Brazil, a very different climate than Sao Paulo, and it was tough. I mean, that first week, I didn't really speak much. I just little things like, elder, I need to use the bathroom, and stuff like that. I had to think through like everything. Make sure my conjugations are right, and saying the right words and stuff. And he was trying. He was very patient with me. Obviously, it was frustrating for both of us, but it was good, and I think I was better because of it. Just to see where I was in language proficiency at when I started that transfer, and then when I ended that transfer, just 6 weeks. I mean, it's incredible, night and day. The difference. I mean, I was speaking with relative fluency by 6 weeks. So yeah, it was hard, but it was good. And on the investigator side, we were blessed with. I just came into this great pool of investigators. I was just kind of following around Elder Paz, like wherever he went, and he was teaching all the lessons, and he he let me share my testimony, or we actually practiced. So we in companionship study, he would say, okay, so you're going to teach the second point in the plan of salvation today for this person. So then we would try to practice it, and I'd try to explain premortal life, and the veil of forgetfulness, or actually not even remembering how that is in English right now. Veil de esquecimento in Portuguese. So we would practice it, and then I would try to do the best I could in the investigator's home, and so it was tough, but it was really good.